Everybody, welcome back to this episode of Stepping with Stephanie, or Tapping in with Stephanie with the R. Thank you so much. Now, on this episode, it's going to be a little different. On the previous one, before this one, I was like discussing or making maybe like a collage type of encouragement, kind of like a collage of my old calendar that I cut up, and I took like the inspirational things that for every month. Instead of just tossing it out, I decided to save it. So what I've done is that I took the old board that I had, the construction sheet that I had, and I cut it and kind of made it a little better because it was like torn in different places. So on this episode, I just wanted to kind of like put everything in place, and we're gonna do this a little different. So uh, yeah, so I just wanted to just share this with you. Um, it's just I don't know, it's just a little idea. I just thought it would be inspiring and encouraging because I just wanted to show you viewers that we could take the bare minimum of anything and just turn it into something lovely, something creative. It doesn't have to cost a whole bunch of money. Because keep in mind, this was just from my old calendar from last year. I just didn't want to throw it away because I liked it, the little inspirational sayings that the little, so I decided to just save it and do something with it. I had no idea that I would even start a YouTube video and even introduce this on there or even, post anything about this. But like just in our spare moments, of life and, um, we just want to do something a little different just to keep us occupied or whatever. This is encouraging as well because it's like a reminder each month of the inspirational words that that you've seen or that you had posted on your refrigerator or wherever you might keep your monthly calendars. So there you go. I just thought this would be fun, a little creative because I'm gonna put a little spin on it. So then I want you guys to see what I'm saying on how we can take the small things, just a little bit that we have in our hands, and cause it to be massive, cause it to be more than what it was it was just like, they have a saying that's, what's one man's trash is someone else's treasure. This could be somebody else's treasure. Just never know, right? So I just took it, I just decided not to throw it away. And I decided to just keep it and kind of restore it in some kind of way. So this is what I came up with, and yeah, I just think it will be quite interesting. What are some of the things that you guys like to do? Like as far as like restoring stuff. I love to restore things. I like to take like old material sometimes and make like different things. I know how to make purses. I made a really nice um, crossbody necklace, like really nice. I made that out of an old leather coat, and just taking the simple things, the small things in life, and just be creative. Just do what you can with them. So I believe that's the same thing that God does with us. We just feel like that it's all over. Life is over. I didn't do what I wanted to do when I was in my 20s or when I was in my 30s or 40s, whatever the case may be. And now it's too late. But guess what? Even, even in the state that you are in now, just where you are now, God is able to restore you and create something very beautiful and refreshing and inspirational with you, in your life, even if it's just your testimony on the things that you experienced and the things that you've been through and that you came through, or whatever the case may be, whatever, the God is trying to use you for. I just thought that this would be just not only, I wasn't trying to really do arts and craft, but just something just to be inspirational. Just something to let you know we could just take the small things out of life and cause them to be very encouraging to us. on this journey that we're on. So, and on this channel, I just wanted to also let everyone know, even things like this can be restored, as we could be restored and made new. You know, just take, we might not have started off where we used to be, we might not be all as strong and whatever, slim and trim as we used to be, but we're still a piece of art, and God's still able to use us and create whatever He wants in us. So I just thought I'd just do something. You guys can see, this is so cute. This is a little, like a little teapot with little flowers or whatever. So I cut off the top, which were flowers, and I just decided to put a little twist on it, so we're gonna see how it's gonna turn out. But I just thought I'd just do something a little different. Because remember, when we renew stuff, we don't always want it just the same. You know, we might want it a little better or a little brighter. So we'll take it as God would take us. He'll put a little spin on us. You know what I mean? It's the same identical item or person or individual or whatever it is that you're working on. And take that, put it back on the wheel, and create something really beautiful. So I don't know how this is going to come up, but we're going to see. Okay, I just thought I had, you know, a drawer full of synthetic flowers. Instead, I'm going to do something different. And I'm going to take it, glue this on. I don't know how it's going to come up, but we're going to see. We're going to see. You know, that's the nice thing about being creative and just exploring your gifts and talents, because you just never know what you'll come up with. You know, just step out on faith and just take a leap of faith and see what you come up with. You'll be surprised. You're going to see how this comes on. My whole thing is that I want to just encourage and inspire my viewers not to give up on their hopes and their dreams, and just take the very minimum or the very little that you have in your hand and let that work for you. You know, let that be your inspiration, you know. So encourage and just keep going. As I keep going, and I just pray that each and every one of my videos that I bring and I share with you guys, that they get better and better. You know, so this is a very new channel that, you know, I just stepped out on faith. I just said, you know, I've been sitting on my talents and my gifts for so long, and I'm just barely touching the surface. And we're just touching the surface. And I just hope that you guys stay tuned and just keep tapping in and just keep believing. And as you tap in, believe me, that as you tap in, you're tapping closer into your talents and into your gifts. Because, you know, I believe one thing about inspiration is when we're like being inspired, and when someone is being inspired to step out of their comfort zone, and you know, you're in the midst of that, of course, you better believe that your, you know, your gifts and your inspiration and all that's within you is being exposed, and it's stirring you up to want to dig a little deeper into yourself, you know, which is a good thing. So, yeah, just keep going, keep believing, and you'll be amazed on all the treasures and all the gifts that's within you, all that's in stored in you. You know, just like me, I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm just stepping out on my faith, okay? And I just want to share with you guys just the simple things. Just like there's a verse, a passage in God's Word where it says He takes the simple things or the foolish things of this earth to perform the wise. Just something so simple, you know, it just put a whole different spin on this. And I want you guys to see. I know it's not completely dry, but I just want to show you guys on what came from just a very simple calendar that I didn't want to throw away. So I just thought that this could be very inspirational to you, you know, to you all that's viewing, that you could take the very small things in life and make them and refurbish them, you know, just restore them the best of your ability. You'll come up with something very different, unique, kind of cute, huh? Right? But thanks again for tuning in with this episode of Chris Tapping with Stephanie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you again.